What up, channel? It's Foreplayy, and that's right, you see CoD4 on your screen because this is a throwback game from Team Envious vs Head Trauma, pre-CoD4 2009 Pro Circuit Ladder #1. And I wanted to post this gameplay because it's going to go along with what I'm talking about, which is today's topic is, are former pro players not as good as they used to be, aka washed up? I wanted to do some CoD4 gameplay because I've been around forever, since what, 4 or 5 years now, 2008, just been gaming. And I actually placed pro. My first event was March of 2008, and I think it was PCL 1. So I've been around long enough to, I think, have a good knowledge on this, I guess, situation, if you will. And I think that there's going to be a big misconception between why players and pros aren't as good as they used to be, because it's such a high caliber and such a high standard. So going into it, recently on Twitter and YouTube, I got asked to do this commentary about, do I feel Optic and Envious has fallen off because they lost in the online qualifier and they're forced to play through the open bracket along with some other teams that used to dominate and be pro teams? And the answer to that is not at all. Those teams are still dangerous teams, and until Optic loses on LAN, they're still the kings. You got to dethrone the king to be able to make that statement. And same with Envious. Yes, we knocked them out at Caliber Gaming, but don't think that we're bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's the same situation. It's a best of 3 online. You never know what could happen in a best of 5. You never know what'll happen on a LAN event, and not to mention, sometimes the host could be a factor, and also just sometimes you're gonna lose. This game right now is in its early stages where there are players that are playing excessive amounts of Call of Duty, and I wish I could match them and play as much as they're playing, like these top pro teams. And they're playing a lot, and these AM teams are playing a lot as well. So when you have all these people playing, there's not really many secrets to the game. You know, like, everyone knows how to play. Everyone's starting to get the rotations down. The older teams are probably better at CTF. And not to mention, there's a lot of randomness in this game that's never been around before. And I say randomness because now we can see through walls with the MMS. Now we have score streaks flying over our heads 24/7. Not to mention score streaks, but you also have to counter whenever a team, for example, if you're not using Tactical Mask and a team has a class full of stuns, and all of a sudden 8 players are stunning you and none of your players are prepared for that because they don't have Tac Mask, granted it is their fault, that's another thing that was never involved or never around in the game. And I personally just think right now the game is evolving, just how anything is. And finally these, I don't like to call them amateur players, but I guess they are, finally these younger teams of players are starting to get their limelight and their shine because they're playing. And I think if you're right now an amateur that's not on that level, but you are wanting to get there, then you should look up to those players because they're doing the exact same thing that you want to do. And maybe not look up to them in a sense of idolize them or anything, but you wanna say, okay, these guys are doing what I want to do. Why can't I do that? Why aren't I that guy right now? And a lot of it has to be whether you didn't catch your break. You're just at a different stage in your gaming career than they are. Some of them have been around forever, but they just have never gotten the spotlight, and that's definitely a possibility because that happens. And I think that when people are saying, are these pro teams washed up? I don't know when this term came around. People have been using that for sports for a long time, but I don't know when they started using that to competitive gaming. A lot of it has to do with the Slayers. For me, I've always been like that X Factor player on a team that can make or break a situation. So normally I'll go off in a search, or I'll go super clutch. Just the other day, Burns was doing an interview with, I'm not sure where it was, and he said he considers me the most clutch player he's played with. And that says a lot because we got Dito on the team. We got a bunch of players on the team, and I try to do the dirty work for my team. So I don't think anyone will ever say, oh, Foreplay's washed up, because I've never been like one of those players that consistently drops like 40 or 50 bombs. I always do the things that I feel is necessary for a team to win. And to be honest, I like it that way. I don't have as much pressure on me, and also I can prove it through winning and my success and getting on a team and showing them how to win, because that's something I'm really good at, in my opinion, is winning. So being an X Factor on a team is definitely something. Oh, and not to mention, hold on, I get to make sweet X Factor shirts and give them out to my subscribers. That's also awesome. But Yeah, so in this topic, if there was anything that I could say, it would be don't ever count any team as washed up or anything like that. There's players in Call of Duty that that were in their prime that may not be as good as they once were, but that's because it was a completely different game in my opinion, you know? Like, of course you're not going to be, like, I'm not the same Foreplayy I was in CoD 4 because it was CoD 4. I'm not the same Foreplayy I was in MW2 or any other game. Like, I'm Foreplaying Black Ops 2 right now, so I'm gonna excel in different areas and I'm gonna lack in others. And ultimately, that experience factor is something that you can never, like, I will take right now an Optic Gaming versus another top AM team any day of the week on a LAN because they have that experience. They've proven themselves as winners, and it's not just Optic. There's Fear. There's so many old school teams that have been around that are still playing to this day at a high level, to where, like, I'm gonna take any of them over these amateur teams just due to the fact they have this experience. However, I do think that there's going to be some upsets this year, and I cannot wait to see some of these AM players get their shine and their grind. And if you're one of my subscribers that you're trying to do the same thing and you want to place pro, then I really want to see you excel too. I think it would be one of the coolest stories to see you at an MLG event and say, hey, what's up? I watched your videos, and I remember when you said you should go pro and you should try to excel and always chase your dreams. And I mean that because how crazy is it that right now you're sitting here like, oh, my team isn't as good as you guys. But if you put in that hard work and you continuously grind, then yes, you can be. You can be on a top team and you can excel to that next level to where your team is looked upon as more than just a regular team or another team that just presses buttons and all that stuff. So that's kind of going to do it for this topic today. I personally, as I said before, do not feel that certain players are washed up, and I feel that teams, it's just a completely different game, and I hope that I explained that pretty well and in detail for you guys. Now let's get to the update. I'm recording this video at 4:21 a.m. Yes, I couldn't sleep. I got to be up at like 9:30, so I need to get some sleep, but 4:21 a.m. on Tuesday morning. Tonight, which would be, you'll probably get this video on a Wednesday. Tonight, Tuesday night, we play in our online qualifier match where I will be doing an update video for you guys. It'll probably be out by Thursday, excuse me. It'll be out by Thursday, and if we win tonight, we're one step closer to not playing in the open bracket. We play a team called Infinity. It's going to be huge. I really hope that we win or that we won. If we didn't win, I feel like I'm talking in the future right now. It's kind of weird. But if we didn't win, then it's going to be a long road to Dallas because we got to play through the open. And if we did win, then I'm probably ecstatic right now, and I'm about to do a good commentary for you guys coming on Thursday. So that's that update. I hope that we do well there. There's some other key matches in that on this Tuesday night because you got for Rico, they're squaring up against Complexity. That's probably the biggest match of the night. The winner of that obviously doesn't have to play through the open, or is one step closer to not having to play through the open on Friday, which that open is like a hell bracket. And I say that because there's so many dangerous teams in that open that it's going to be extremely difficult to get out of, and not to mention the team coming out of it's going to be really hot and on fire. So I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is I want my team to win so we can excel. As far as how we've been playing, we haven't been playing as much as we need to. Obviously, I've said that so many times. We get on basically at like 7:30, play till about 9:30, 10:30, and then get off. So if anyone says that we play a lot, they're lying. We need to play more. I wish we could be like some of these other teams and play 24/7, because I really feel if we could, we would be a top 3 team, as I've said. So, but also, what else? Other updates I got for you. I'm doing the G Fuel Zombie Apocalypse montage video. I will be putting that on my channel. In case you guys don't know what that is, that's going to be where G Fuel's giving, they're running that real life zombie course or whatever. I'm going to do a breakdown video of that later. So, trying to think what else. Oh, if you guys saw me press the dashboard just now, that was back in the day when I used to have this cool little emblem of a blue guy. If you pause the video on that, I don't know why it showed up in this video, but this is really old. If you guys would like to see any more CoD 4 MW2 old school gameplay, let me know. I really like to do concurrent videos because I'm going to start doing the breakdowns again, whether it's iGame or the quick tips and all the stuff that I already do. Then let me know if occasionally you don't mind if I upload some CoD 4 and MW2 stuff. I like to be really interactive with my channel just because I feel it's cooler that way, because you guys can get to know me and I can talk about whatever you guys want me to talk about. Also, I remember in the last video uploaded, I asked you guys what you wanted a schedule. A lot of people were leaning towards a schedule, and if I do a schedule, I'm going to lose the randomness of all my videos and motivational stuff. But maybe I'm going to figure out a schedule for like 3 days a week. Like, obviously, if I do breakdowns on Tuesday and Thursday or something like that, I might honestly just keep it random because I think I can just push myself to do so many videos because I am doing a video a day for 30 days. Promise that's going to happen. I'm kind of forcing myself to do that because it's a personal goal and challenge for myself, and it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. As always, you guys are the best. I hope that we won tonight, so we'll get a good update video for you, but win or loss, I'm going to get that update for you anyway. This is Foreplayy from Caliber Gaming, the Foreplayy gang, a little bit of Team Envious. You guys are the best. Peace. What up, Foreplayy gang? I hope that you guys like that old school throwback edition Team Envious vs. Head Trauma gameplay. Definitely feels good to put that one up on my channel. In case you guys missed it, the Envious vs. Caliber Gaming recap video is on the left. What position or role do you play is on the right. That's Caliber vs. Vendetta gameplay. Definitely just a team scrim recently. As always, favorite, comment, like, subscribe, get at me on Twitter. You guys are the best. Peace.